Well, I can at least say kudos to all my previous presidents of this scientific advisory boards. President. So it is my duty to close this Université d'automne, and I will start with the thanks. And I really wanted to thank my colleagues. I do need my notes. So first I want to thank my colleagues for the rich discussions that we've had on the construction of this program, which was not thanks to Catherine Barthelemy, who is back there, and thank you Bernadette, thank you Anas Itovic, and thanks to Marie Pierron, and thank you to all of those, Bernadette Roger, who helped constitute the program. And I also want to thank the speakers for the excellent speeches and presentations, and the there was stable satisfaction as to the quality, the teaching quality of their presentations. And I would also like to thank you. Not everybody stays, and it's always the same problem. And I would like to thank you for the interaction and the engagement, so that the topic that was decided 2 years ago, that is a necessary dialogue, it gets embodied during this Université d'automne. It does take place in the hallways, at lunch, in the restaurant, and at dinner, and even in the bathrooms, because we had interactions, and I have attended some discussions even in the toilets. This Université d'automne ambition to debate questions that are very, very much at the forefront. Sophie, complex or complicated, but the questions really touch upon the debate on the lexicography of and debates that affect all of our communities. And these debates are essential for those to guide the policies and the decision making. We are in a co-construction phase, and that enabled us to participate. So I will extract one of the key messages. Let's not get drowned in the debates. Go back to something that Kathy Lord gave us as a one of the beacons that we have to follow. I really loved what she said and the exchanges that we had this afternoon. Do not leave anybody behind. Don't forget anybody, and also consider the fundamental needs of the persons. And that is the common denominator of all of these exchanges, and especially with the scientific rigor. And also, I will thank the various speakers. First, Boris, Amélie Piton, Laurent Groc, Pierre Grossens, with their work. They helped us explain the understanding of the most basic units involved in the autism and NDD, genetics and hormonology. Hormonology are all sources of learning, and I hope enabled us to understand the mechanisms involved in the NDDs and the characterization of the therapeutic targets, and also to prevent over-handicap, because that is related to I hope we will hear less and less that fundamental research is the useless luxury. I hope that we have demonstrated the relevance of the opposite. Fundamental research seeks to address the challenge of the complexities or complicalities, because it helps us characterize the subgroups with the biomarkers, the famous biomarkers, and the Arapi is a champion of this notion of biomarkers. And you have heard about, personalized, precise medicine. And all of this research helps us understand the successes and failures of some interventions. there's the idea of adapting our interventions, but also reporting. So, paying tribute to the professionals also includes feeding back on what is taking place, including the failures, not just the successes. Understand what is adapted and understand. So thanks to Professor Christina Nikolaidis, because that will help us understand the complexity. And to conclude this day, which was more oriented toward management of the works of Stephanie Mio, who's not here today, but who was along the same axis, Giacomo Viventi and Michael Kissing and Jessica Talley remind us today that we still have challenges to better understand what we call trajectories with small subgroups, individual levels. These trajectories are multidimensional. We have to take into account the age and aging and the question of language and motricity beyond belonging to labs. So thank you for your research, Anna. We really need to address this complexity to really challenge, get the complexity challenge. So I would like all of you to go and celebrate the 40 years of the association tonight, and I hope we can share that with the largest number possible before dinner. Thank you, and see you in 2 years.